can't get it in, and you're gonna record me, and I'm just
I
not
don't know what you're talking about. I would never record this.
here. How's it going? I don't know.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I
Last time I saw you was live and in person.
It was in person in real life. Jim
That
Stickley,
was
that was great.
that was cool. We hung out at a bar with your husband. That was nice.
Yeah, I'm glad you added that in there. Bar with your husband?
Don't want to give the wrong idea. I mean, there you
Zero
go.
wrong ideas. No, I appreciate you coming out, even though we went to a touristy place. I think
Oh, that's a
it
great
was
little
great.
dive. Yeah, down at the beach. That was cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So, but I also think it's funny, haha. I think we've only met each other in real life 3 or 4 times. So that is,
Pretty weird.
yeah, it is kind of weird, but
Yeah.
you know, virtual is okay. You can still have a good rapport and build a good rapport with people, virtually,
Sure, sure.
I guess.
All right, so I've got a fun one today. This one's one of those ones not going to impact everybody, but
Okay.
it impacts enough people, and at some point in your life, it might impact you. And
Okay.
so, basically, this is where, let's say you're doing some construction on your house. Gonna do a new floor, doing something, and you've got to go pull a permit. Which, like in California, they love the permit. You got to pull a permit for anything you do. Doesn't matter what it is, you got to pull a permit. It's
Okay.
constant. Criminals have figured this out. And what they do is when you pull a permit, I can actually go and look and see that you pulled a permit online. There's portals for this. And so like in California, there's portals in all the different cities. And I can go and look and see everybody that's making applications to do stuff. Criminals are going through these portals and looking for recent applications and things where people are doing this. And then they're sending bills to individuals on behalf of the city that they're in for either fines or a permit fee or a permit tax. They send it on behalf of that city. The email looks very legitimate. They take credit card or Zelle or PayPal. That depends on different ways, or Venmo. And so people receive these. They don't know because oftentimes, if you're going through one of these, you don't know. You get it and you go, well, I guess it's a city fee. They're not expensive. Generally, they'll be up to a couple $100, and people are just paying them and have no idea it's this big giant scam. And most of the time, the criminals aren't even in the United States. They're from other countries, and they're just scouring our portals looking for people who are doing construction right now.
I don't like this. It's with one convenience comes a entire vector of possibilities of ways that people can scam you. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, did this
Yeah.
happen to you as somebody that may or may not have had recently? Um,
I'm constantly under construction, but I have not been scammed or had somebody reach out to me personally. No. I was reading about this from somebody else that had gone through it, that actually had paid the scam and then later realized it was a scam.
right.
And when they were talking to the city about it, the city was like, oh, yeah, it happens all the time. And they were like, maybe there should be like a warning of like, because I don't think, like, I had never heard of this scam before. And I
Yeah,
think I hear a lot of scams. I mean, people reach out all the time.
I
So
know.
this one was kind of out of left field. And the fact that the city knew about it and didn't have like, and I mean, I guess it's not really their job and that's not like their thing, but still, it's nice to know these scams are going on and just a little warning to people.
I take that. No, you said it's not their job. It is their job to let if they're
Yeah.
getting an influx of calls and scams, it should be
Yeah.
on their website or
I mean, I guess yes. It would be nice of them to do it. Most of the time, in their mind, their job is going through the paperwork and getting you your permit. And I
fair.
get that's what they're thinking about. But you're right. I mean, it'd be awful nice if they just put a little warning or when people show up at the office. Because I like for when I've gone through mine, I always have to physically go down there to submit
Mhm.
some sort of, even if there's like a little sign like, hey, this is going on.
Yeah.
Just let people know this scam's out there.
Well, so that also hopefully they have a process for when people call in to verify that they're not being annoyed or, something like that because they're probably getting an influx of calls questioning.
Yeah, good luck at getting a hold of anybody. I don't know. Whenever I've
Well,
gone through
that's the problem,
permits,
right?
getting a hold
Yeah.
of a human being is like splitting an atom.
Yeah, no,
Mm.
I'm glad we're
Yeah.
talking about this, and I guess this applies to whether you're getting a permit or similar when people somebody passes away and you have your obituary posted,
We've
and
we've we've done that one before.
yeah,
Yeah, we've talked
and
about that. It's
it's like
it's
this
anything that
information.
people can find information
Yeah,
online, they'll find a way to twist it around. And so, and if you are doing anything right now with construction, when in doubt, you can get a hold of. There's a phone number you can call for the city, and even if it's not the permit department, you can always call your city manager, whoever it happens to be, and just say, "I got this thing," and they'll direct you to the right person and be able to figure out is it legit. But remember, it's oftentimes there'll be a fine that you're supposed to pay or taxes. That's one of the ones or
hmm
some additional fee that's just and they make it seem like it's normal like oh you would normally have this and it's just but it's also always you need to pay immediately or your construction will need to cease
yeah,
anything that tries to force you to rush to pay it right away that's a big red flag.
urgency. All right, as always, Jim, thank you very much.
You bet, have a great day.